So look, right, so I'm sitting here with my man, Edward the Juiceman. We shout out, right? I'm drinking sipping on a little frosty lemonade. So I just want to share, instead of always posting food, you know what I'm saying, come buy this, come buy that. I just want to start sharing a little bit of content with y'all, right? So the way how I started selling frosty lemonade, what inspired me was actually Apple the Juiceman, right? So at the time, I was selling food out of the house. I was doing great too. Apple the Juiceman was my, supplier of fresh juices. So Apple the Juiceman was so busy. Alhamdulillah, he was so busy at the time. It was a few weeks that he couldn't get to me. So I had to stop and think and say, well, all right, now, what can I do? Because people, I had the food and they wanted some good organic drink. So when I was still married to Salahuddin Mom, we had dinner one night. I cooked a real big dinner, and we ran out of drinks. All I had was lemons and some basic sugar and water. So I made a pitcher of lemonade for me and her and the kids, and we was drinking it, and she was like, "Damn, babe," she was like, I think you could sell this." I said, "You think so?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "I would buy this straight plain lemonade all the time from you." So I put it to test, right? I put it to test, because like I said, Apple the Juiceman, he was rocking the roll. He was supplying, he was like the dope man of the juice game at the time, right? So I put it to the test, right? I let people know. I started off in cups, right? I just had it in cups. And my man Brooke Lucas, him and maybe one other person, the first ones to buy it, and they made a really big deal out of it. So as Apple the Juiceman got busier, alhamdulillah, I had to make a conscious decision. And the thing that really pushed it over the top was when I let him taste the lemonade, the original flavor, just straight up lemonade. And he gave me the green light. He said, "No," he said, "This is good, Sheikh." He said, "This is good," right? So I said, "All right, bet. If the juice ball say it's good, then it's good." But Salahuddin Mom, she does keep it real with me, even to this day. Always motivated me, always kept it real with me about any new product that I would introduce. So as it started to sell, people started asking me about different flavors. That's how I knew that I had to get this joint going, right? So then I started buying bottles. Then I asked my daughter one night, I think my daughter was in 9th grade at the time. My daughter, Amani Najiba, I said, "Yo, she the one who do everything, did the logos for everything that I got." I said, "Yo," I need a Frosty Lemonade logo. And she came up with this joint here, right? Just laying in her bed, she came up, she sketched this joint. If you look close, he got lemons. His chain is all lemons. His medallion is a sliced lemon. She made it really ghetto on purpose, like on some, some real hood type time, right? It was kind of like her version of me too, on top of that, just like this, right? Once I got the logo going, and I came up with that stupid song, "Organic, don't panic, it's Frosty Lemonade." My daughter made the logo, put it on the bottle, and baby, we got paid. Hey, listen, that thing took off. I ain't gonna hold you, that thing took off. And, I just wanted to share that with y'all to let y'all know, what motivated me, to get into the beverage aspect of food. So the next part, right? It's all slides. Quick version, Juiceman. What motivated you to start selling juices?
When I started actually being in the penitentiary, I had a notebook, a composition notebook, and boys who was upstate with me remember this because they run up on me and they see it. It was called the $1 Million Notebook, and there was a bunch of business plans in it. The juice was actually part of the last idea, and I had a produce business in Chester, and one day we was out in front of Masjid al-Fajr, and Abdul Wali Rahimahullah Ta'ala, he was making like he had like lemonades and teas in like the big Chinese store cups. And you know, we had got some, me and my kids. And you know, we already had a produce business. We was like, wow, like we could do this, you know, ourselves, but we could use everything natural that we have, the fruits, the vegetables, and everything like that. And I always remember that the old garden of Bilal, there used to be a man named Muhammad the Juiceman. There was a man, his name was Muhammad the Juiceman. I was a young boy, and anybody that remembers that. Old garden of Bilal's days on Wadsworth, we used to buy his juice. I never met him, but the juice was good. So, you know, when we was young, it was Daly's juice, like the nation used to have Daly's juice. They would deliver it door to door.
Was it ever an Akbar juice?
Akbar juice came after that.
Okay.
So when I came up with the concept for doing Abu the Juiceman, like I told you, I was inspired by Abdul Wali Rahimahullah Ta'ala, and everybody should know who Abdul Wali used to be the Rais of Masjid al-Fajr. When I got inspired to do it, my whole inspiration really got the drive for, I wanted everybody to taste it, because we knew we had a good product, but we didn't know what to name it. My son Idris, that's blind, I'm like, well, what should we name it? Should I name it Rashid the Juiceman? Like, what should I call it? Then he was like, no. He was like, no, Abby, call it Abu the Juiceman. And I said, you know, that is smart. I said, because there's plenty fathers out here. For years, people thought the Arabs made the juices. Once we started wholesaling, Abu Muhammad al-Maghribi was the first person to get me a wholesale order at Leandro's Pizza Shop in Northeast Philly, right? People from back in the day will remember that. And then from there, we had Germantown Pizza, we had Salam's Pizza, the Mecca, the meat market, we had Mecca Pizza, we had New Star Pizza, and on and on and on. We used to service Taste Teas. I mean, you name it, we had all the stores, in Chester, everywhere, we had all the stores. So we were wholesaling all over the place. Chance, halal food, that came later down. And we've been out here a long time, 23 years, going on 24 years. And I always say, if it looked like this, it ain't this. And I don't say it to front on nobody, but you have to tip the hat to who started the craze of fruits and the juices, but we kept it natural the whole time.